What's going on? This is Afi Kingdom. I got my brother and you know, a freaking collaborator on the podcast that we do. We both put it up on the weekends. Black Butch Calkin, Black Couch Booking. How you doing, brother?
What's going on, man? I'm all good, man. Appreciate you, man, having me on. We got a good topic to talk about today, so I hope y'all ready to listen.
So yeah, so like for me, this kind of breaks into the other shit that we do about, like the rappers and like, for instance, like I'm gonna make it surface level for people who don't understand. So let's do it like this first. So if I say people's, like, I ask somebody like, what's their favorite rapper of all time, and then they can say right now who's hot, Kendrick Lamar or Jay-Z. They might say Kendrick, but the thing is I feel like you can't rate people's full body of work like that. Like, there is no way you can compare Kendrick Lamar to Jay-Z. Now, the only way you could do that if you was to say who is the best lyricist of all time. You see, according to wrestling, who is the best worker of all time? Who is the best sailor of all time? But what I'm saying is the shit, and you talked about The Rock on your video, the shit that he does, it counts for everything. Like, you cannot, like, yes, I love Ric Flair and all of that shit, but you cannot compare a cat. Well, not, let me just use somebody else or whoever you like, Stone Cold. You cannot compare Stone Cold to The Rock, because okay, if we want to do their stats, let's say popularity, they're both at a 10, bro. But influence, then we're going other places and shit like that, bro. You cannot, because people don't understand, Black Couches. This shit don't happen on accident. Only certain type of people, like, could you picture Fabulous? Remember Fabulous had his Desert Storm album. Could you picture that being what Rockefeller was or what No Limit? You know what I mean?
Hell no.
That when you are raised above and actually able to bring other people and shit that counts, bro. Like, you cannot compare. Like John Cena, he's bringing eyes. Like, all of that shit counts. So to me, like, Rock and Triple H, I don't want to hear about, oh, well, what about the squashes, or oh, what the fuck, all of that, bro. What two motherfuckers have influenced and made it? Dude, Generation X, they fucking run wrestling, bro. How can we ignore that shit? How are we gonna just ignore that shit and be like, well, I like Dolph Ziggler, like, you know? And Shawn Michaels in-ring work, yes, but as a superstar, they're not on two different levels, bro. The Rock is head fucking heels above everybody. But I also want to say this: it was the universe, because the Rock, you know the electrifying, that it was getting a little. I want to admit that jabroni, all that bullshit, that shit is not getting over the way it was when we was teenagers, right? So if he didn't get pushed back from Cody Rhodes, he wouldn't even created that. And if he didn't create that, then his character as itself would have got a little stiff. Not his influence, but I'm just saying, like, you know, that made him step it up, because all that, some of that shit, oh yeah, I would do it up your ass, and like, you know, it's funny for us, but these you do young cats, like, what the fuck is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? Right. It's only good for us because we understand the nostalgia of it. But Final Boss Rock brought out a version of him that we needed to see, and the new cats needed to see. And Triple H, like, people can argue and say Shawn Michaels is better, but it's like, if you want to, they're better on certain levels, but it's like, the nigga runs this shit, bro, and he put himself in position. How we gonna ignore that?
I would argue that Triple H is more influential than Shawn Michaels, to me, even before he started running, because people got to understand this, bro. With Triple H at peak popularity, people was rocking with Triple H. Best theme song, they consider Triple H one of the best heels of all time. You know what I'm saying? Him and Stephanie McMahon was going crazy. And then to turn all that and then become corporate Triple H and was still one of the top heels. And then look at him now, he run the company. So Shawn Michaels leaving, it lowered him a little bit, and Triple H took advantage of when Shawn Michaels was out. But then when Shawn Michaels came back, he had a good run, but that was clean Shawn. Shawn wasn't as influential when he came back and he found God and stuff like that.
Bro, check this out, even though you said, and I didn't even really realize it until you just said it. Triple H fucking manifested all of this shit, bro. That nigga manifested his fucking character into a real person, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The wedding shit was fake until it became real. The corporate Triple H, he wasn't really running the strings like how he made it seem, but now he really is. The game, like I am the game, I am this wrestling shit. Like we didn't see it. We didn't know what he was doing, but he really manifested all these steps, bro.
Art imitate life, but he probably all he knew, even from when they started that angle. He said when they started the angle, he wasn't really messing around with it like that. But he probably knew, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he the cerebral assassin for a reason, bro. Triple and even Triple H knew he was going to take over. He knew Shane McMahon wasn't going to get it because you seen the Vince documentary. Vince McMahon don't think Shane got it. He never thought Shane had it. So either Stephanie or Triple H is going to get it. And Triple H like, I already know I'm going to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm talking about with the mindset, bro. Triple H, even when he had to take them L's, giving up all them NXT people, he's like, all right, whatever, because I'm gonna get it back. So, and he got all them back. So it worked out for him.
The mindset shit. See, that's my language, bro. Like, my channel was, before it was International Afi, my channel on YouTube started off, it was called Dominance Mindset Raw Game. So I'm really all about the mindset, and I really have to like dumb down myself just to be related to people. Relatable,
Bro, they don't get it, bro. That video I dropped, bro, I see a lot of people responding positive than other people. Well, it's not true because I'm still going through. I'm like, bro, nigga, wish saying something without doing the work is just making a wish. Like, do you not understand? Like, I thought I really got to now start making more videos and really breaking it down. You can't just have first of all, if you have a certain mindset, you're gonna do the work anyway. But let's say I'll play a game with you. Let's say you do got that mindset, but things still not happening. That means you're not working hard enough. So something's not working, bro. Like I'm not. You don't got a positive dominance mindset, and then nothing is changing. Like, stop it.
You hear?
Yeah, I get you.
Oh no, I didn't hear you. Keep going.
Oh no. So I'm saying, like, they gotta, like, these people in the comment section talking about some, well, I was thinking positive for a long time, but my life ain't changed. I said, bro, that's not what it is, bro. You wishing for something to happen. You faking it. You gotta really believe that you can change something, bro. And then you gotta put in the work. You can't just say, oh yeah, I'm being a millionaire. That's not how it goes, bro. First of all, it's baby steps. You're trying to get from A to Z, but without skipping all the middle letters. Like, bro, you gotta like really think about this. Triple H really had it set up. Even when I'm sure the first time Vince McMahon said, "Hey, well, what do you think about the booking? Let's have a conversation." Triple H like, "All right, bet, I'm in. That's all I needed." Vince McMahon used to go to Triple H and ask him what he thought while Triple H was still a wrestler. That's like a basketball player having a podcast right now and still doing podcasts on players that he gonna play against, or some Draymond Green type shit.
You know what? Oh shit, you said, because really, bro, it's like, if you think about it, it's like this, bro. Like, Vince McMahon basically Triple H was the son he wished he had.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was pushing that shit. It wasn't like just Triple H was doing some schemy, shady shit. He liked it. He wanted. He was. It's just kind of like if I'm this big master dude. Now I'm a big Shane O'Mac guy or whatever. But I'm this big dude. Fathers, they want their like sons to be like them and shit. And his son wasn't hitting the mark. He wanted a more version of him, a very misogynistic, that kind of vibe. And so he skipped over his son for the other cat. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like there's resentment between them. So people be thinking like, just because that's a son, that means they're like hella close and shit. Like everybody not hella close with their dad. Just because you got a dad, bitch, don't mean y'all hella fuck with each other. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he could resent him for that.
Yeah, I mean, and Vince followed the same footsteps of how his father treated him. So it's generational. I'm sure now Shane McMahon broke the curse because I see how he is with his kids, but you know what I'm saying? That's how it is. Triple H, he saw Triple H as ruthless and he would do what he got to do. He said Shane McMahon was too nice. He was cool with everybody. He would go out with everybody and he would give words of encouragement after Vince McMahon choose somebody out. So he said, "Oh nah, you can't run this company. If I tell somebody they suck, bro, you better tell them they suck too. Don't tell them, well, you'll get them next time." So he said, "Hey, nah, you got to go."
Mm-hmm. And let me give you your flowers too, because see, and then even like I've told people, like, gravitated to your channel because it's similar to the way that I think. So like if you go to YouTube, what will you see? You'll see people reacting to the episodes and shit like that. But they're like reacting to what happened. They're not really adding value to what happened. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Oh, yes.
so debuted, and what's the name? That was fire. Like, I like the psychology booking for, like, okay, so now that this happened, what's going to happen next, and what could happen? And see, that's what the shit is missing. You know, that's what the shit is missing. So you are on the psychological production part of it, and you're a hell of a grinder. Like, it even watching you even makes me want to get back on YouTube harder than like I used to be, because like people who like fuck with me now and shit, it's cool, but they don't know that at one point in time, like on my channel, bro, I had a live show every single day. I would go live in the morning during COVID, and then I would do Patreon videos, and then on top of that, I would have interviews in between of that, and then I would do like Sunday panels, 10 people panels, and so I know how this. I've put 10 feet down on this shit before. You know what I'm saying? So watching you just pushing like shit, I got to get back into it, because you didn't even know, but I had this channel for a while, right? And so before, when I had this channel, it basically, what I was doing, I was using old school retro clips and putting the mindset shit behind it. Like, I would do an example, like
The
like
Dusty Rose one.
yeah, like Hogan and like, hey, y'all niggas not supposed to be funking over bitches, bro. Like, certain shit like that. And so I had stopped my shit for a whole year, not 10 months, but like an actual calendar, 365-day calendar year. So if anybody does content, they know that if you don't drop in a year, you damn near killed your channel. So for me to get my channel back up and going, and so I think I might have had my channel. Let's say I had my channel 4 years. Let's say I had my channel 5 years. So uh, in 5 years, I had, I don't know, maybe 2,000 subscribers, 2,500. But let me tell you, I wasn't like super. But so basically, I hit 1,400 subscribers. Wait, I got 4,000 something. So I hit 1,500 subscribers this year. So basically, trajectory, I'm going to get 2,000 subscribers within maybe 8 months. But prior to this run, it took me 4 years to get the first 2,000 subscribers. But guess what? I said, fuck this, because when you don't have your channel, you drop it, you may get weak ass views. But I said, nah, fuck that shit. I'm gonna keep this shit going. And I brought it up, and now it's better than it was before as far as my views, watch time, all of this shit. So sometimes you gotta flip it around. But like, yeah, just like back to the wrestling shit, like, yeah, you pushing your shit out and you grinding, and you're already out there as if you're the biggest wrestling content creator there is. So you see it before it's actually, I see you, nigga. I know what it is. Some people wait happen killing. You got first, you know?
Nah, for sure. Definitely appreciate it, bro. Listen, I'm like, yo, one thing I will say, watching all them type videos, like with you, Steph, everybody, like the mindset thing. I'm like, yo, I'm listening. Like, people just be hearing and be like, yo, this dude the goat. No, I'm listening. I'm like, you got to become obsessed with whatever you're trying to accomplish. But they don't want to get into that. I'm gonna teach them though, because I see a lot of people are receptive to that one little video I dropped about having a positive mindset. You gotta be obsessed with it. Like The Rock was obsessed with becoming. If The Rock tried football, he was gonna make it in football. He got hurt. He said, I gotta make it by any means necessary. He didn't want to wrestle. None of the Samoan people. This is what people don't understand. Basically, almost all of them Samoans, none of them wanted to wrestle. People like, oh, they shoving them down our throat, bro. Jacob Fatu ain't want to wrestle. Jacob Fatu was in jail. And then he came out and said, "Let me change my life." A lot of them did not want to become wrestlers. Only like the Usos and Solo Sikoa and them. But for everybody else, Zilla ain't want to wrestle. Ain't none of them want to wrestle, bro. They had to take a situation. They said, I'm gonna make it doing this, and then they focus. The Rock ain't want to become a movie star at first, but he saw what he did on SNL and said, if I could get this much reception, one of the best SNL episodes, I could probably become a movie star. And then he went from there. Like you cannot hate on that. I don't care what nobody say. You don't like Triple H booking right now. You don't like The Rock because he doing he on the juice and all this type of stuff. At the end of the day, though, bro, they actually made it happen. They wasn't handed to him, bro. Vince McMahon didn't have to like Triple H. Vince McMahon liked Triple H when Triple H came through the door. He was about to get pushed anyway, even before Stephanie McMahon. So you can't sit up here and say that. He was sitting in meetings that he wasn't supposed to be in before Stephanie McMahon, bro. And then Vince McMahon told him, he gave him his blessing and said, all right, I'll let it rock. Because he ain't let nobody, you know what I'm saying, mess with nobody in his family. So I'm like, come on, y'all. Like, you gotta really look at that and stop looking at it with envy, bro. You gotta look at it with, like, admiration to a certain degree.
Facts. I got a question for you. I think, and I didn't think because we're talking. I think, remember way back in the 80s that, because we always go Rock Stone Cold, Rock. Don't you remember the time when Stone Cold was Rock Triple H and it was DX versus Nation? Like, they have deep fucking history.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that they need to take one last rivalry, and maybe I know Triple H retired that, but for one last hoorah, I don't know. It could be the TK position, even though we know that change storyline, we can do it. And like final boss versus the boss type shit, you know?
Yeah, it could be some Civil War type of thing where Triple H don't even gotta wrestle because he can't wrestle at all. Like, if he wrestled, like, he could, like, have a heart attack type. So he don't even gotta wrestle. He could, like, just be on some. He could. Hey, you're the boss now. Be on some the Vince McMahon type shit. You recruit who you gonna recruit. You got hella. Everybody's your favorites. You got put.
Eric, you know, kind of like the corporation shit was doing, but on another level though.
And he could use a storyline like that to elevate Rhea Ripley even more, low key. He'd be like, yeah, I booked Rhea to be successful, and now I'm a sicker on the Rock daughter. Go beat up the Rock daughter for me. Go handle my light work. Go handle Nia Jax. Go beat up on Tamina. You know what I'm like, bro? That could work for sure. And then who's the heel? Who's the babyface in that situation? Because the Rock's still gonna be the final boss. But then the fans could look at it like, oh, Triple H is trying to prevent TKO from, like, overrunning the company and turning it into something that they don't want it to be. Like, they could do something with that, low key.
You know what? I kind of thought there was for a second. Remember when the first Vegas shit happened and he was fixed out and Triple H is kind of a little timid, like, what the fuck? I thought they were gonna elaborate on that power struggle a little more. They didn't, but I thought it was gonna be a thing when they teased it. I don't know if that was a tease though, or did they panic? I can't tell that.
Nah, they was gonna do an angle with The Rock and Triple H. I remember a while back. I forgot what year it was, where The Rock was backstage with Triple H. Triple H like, I used to whoop your ass up and down, SmackDown. But I think The Rock has something to do, and then because they was gonna have a match like on some Triple H versus Sting type.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know I don't know why that fell through. I don't know if Triple H got that hurt right after that or what. But
I think they should visit it. When you think Rock coming back? You think he coming back for the blood for not the bloodline for the
Survivor Series, I could see him coming back and doing the same thing he did at Bad Blood. Was that bad? Where he came out, he just pointed to him and said, I'm gonna get you. He don't gotta come back and do. I think he's gonna keep doing stuff like that until, like, it's time for him to really come back. Cause it gotta be a reason why. Cause Sol Sokoa, he was in the crowd and the crowd was like, yo, what happened? He was like, yo, it was all part of the plan. So something gonna happen eventually. So I think he'll do that again at Survivor. So he debuted at Survivor Series, I believe, or won the championship or something like that. I forgot what it was. So he definitely going. He got to come to Survivor Series.
Okay. What are your predictions for for the pay-per-view?
I got the OG Bloodline winning. Because they gave the new Bloodline like the last couple of wins. The new Bloodline has won like a lot. So I got the OG Bloodline winning. And the only way I would have them not winning is if a new member of the new Bloodline debut. But I got the OG Bloodline winning, and then the new Bloodline they looking at Sol Sokoa like, yo, what's going on, bro? You the reason why we lost. So especially if he should take the pin for sure. Since Roman took the pin, Solo should take the pin, and then Jacob Fatu just looking at him side eyes, just like looking at him like crazy or whatever the case may be. And then that's because Sol Sokoa got to get back to the OG Bloodline as well. I think that's going to be the twist that nobody understand, and then you have Jacob fill in until The Rock ready to take over.
I like that because Jacob Fatu, like I say, people be saying, "Oh man," like nigga, you tripping, bro? Like, what y'all? How can he? I can't recall nobody like like Goldberg and shit. I can't count that because that was an experiment. They didn't really know if that was gonna work or not.
Right.
It hadn't been done before, so you can't take all credit. Like, oh, okay, all I'm gonna do is just make an undefeated character. Like that was an experiment. So now when it's done, now it's because of that.
Because then that could be a soft reset for Solo Sokoa if he end up back on the OG Bloodline. He get back in his role that he was in, and then we get Solo versus Jacob Fatu, which I know a lot of people want to see because they know that they got good in-ring chemistry against one another and as a tag team. So that's what I want to see. Have the street champ version of Solo versus Jacob Fatu from the Independents. That's what people need to see. Be like hyped about. That's a WrestleMania Night 1 match, just straight 1-on-1.
Yeah. Now, since Zilla and Fatu was tag team champions, would you rather see him come on his side or versus him?
Come on his side for sure. I think the OG is like solidified, and then once the story's done, it's done. They're gonna officially like just let it rock. They might walk past each other backstage, but the Usos gonna go back to the tag team division. Roman Reigns gonna go back after the main belt, no matter who got it. Sammy gonna probably go after the Raw belt. I was talking to my guy yesterday about that. He was saying that Sami Zayn could still get a chip before it's all said and done, because if KO got the Universal and he had one run, Sammy could at least get one. So I'm like, yeah, that is true. I could see him getting the World Heavyweight Championship, and then Solo could do whatever he want to do. But the new Bloodline, they can stay together. To be honest, it ran by Jacob, and then you got Zilla in there. You got the Tongas in there, and then they just do what they do on whatever brand, probably SmackDown, since they want everybody to go to Raw for Netflix. So, I mean, I think that could still work out, and that'd be a good heel faction, because there are no other factions on SmackDown worth talking about.
Especially the Motor Machine Guns and all that bullshit. I don't like that.
Yeah, so so I'd rather have the Tongas go back to their roots, put on the war paint, and go like that.
Mm-hmm. It's good that they had it. Like some people, just like we were saying on the previous about Jey Uso, like some people we just want them to have a moment. So they had their moment. Cool. Now let's get back to business as normal. Because these weak ass
right, they like, oh, Jey Uso could be a world champion or a 2-time IC champion. Nah, I think that time is done. I think they did what they had to do. He got it, and we happy. We had our moment. Let's move on.
Yeah, I think The Rock. Now I'm not saying like right now, but I think The Rock and Roman Reigns. I don't know how to book it, but they need to somehow, maybe Netflix, but they need to, because I just feel like they need to go for that World Heavyweight Champion, because they never had that. Technically.
Yeah.
At all. The Rock, I mean, you can say he had it, but it's...
He had the big gold on SmackDown, I think, but I mean, yeah, Roman, I think it would be in character for Roman to get it, because he care about making the championship what it is for him. So that's why he made the Universal Championship what it is and said this is the belt that's more important. So I think If Cody lose to somebody else, I think he won't care about getting that belt because Cody don't got the belt. I think he'll rather be on some iron. Well, I'm just gonna take the World Heavyweight Championship and make it the primary belt, just like I made the other belt the primary belt, and then I let Seth Rollins have the secondary belt, which is the World Heavyweight Championship. Now I'm gonna elevate it to show y'all how good I am.
Yep, and now since who had it? Him, Damon,
Gunther, Seth.
Duncan.
That's pretty much it, I think, right?
So
Who, who got cashed in on at WrestleMania? Who Damian Priest cashed in on? Oh yeah, Seth. So yeah.
I forgot about Drew because I never see him hold the belt for real. So
Yeah, he won it technically, but he got cashed in ASAP. So I don't really,
he can say he's a 3-time world heavyweight champion. I mean, 3-time world champion, 2-time WWE, 1-time world heavyweight. So sometimes those stat building things are just what they are. Like certain shit ain't supposed to be impactful. It's just for stats. I'm saying, just like LeBron James. Like, well, shit. I mean, I ain't really tripping on the rebounds, but shit, all I need 1,000 more of them motherfuckers to be on top. So let me just get them. So,
nah, facts.
Let
just
me
like the triple doubles with Russell Westbrook. After a while, he didn't really care. He just wanted that record. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, man. Well, I just wanted to chop it up about that, man. Any last words you got? Go ahead and just give it.
Word. Well, I'm gonna say this. We talking about how the Rock and Triple H trajectory and everything they got going on. I think John Cena is also gonna go down as one of them dudes that people really like. People are part of the hype train, the farewell tour now. But when he gone, because people are already, when he left for his little bit of time to do his movies. But when he really gone, I think people gonna understand like what the vision was. Man, you gotta give this man some credit, bro. Vince McMahon and Stephanie McMahon some credit. That gimmick could have not worked. John Cena doing the Vanilla Ice, that could have easily been some Scotty 2 Hotty type shit. But that turned out to be something that they could never probably imagine. John Cena, I think John Cena, when it all goes down, I think he's gonna be a bigger name than Hulk Hogan across history.
I agree. Even that, like, for Hogan, John Cena, bro, because look how long John Cena's run. Like, people be forgetting, like people just like Stone Cold, like Stone Cold run was only 4 years, bro. I mean, that's not a long time, but what I'm saying, like a nigga like Hogan did that shit in the 80s and the 90s and still was relevant in the 2000s. So you got to put him over Stone Cold, bro. Like just for certain things. I mean, I don't like it or whatever, but like if we're just sticking on like the nigga was one thing and then he did the same thing The Rock did. If you think about it, he reinvented himself, but NWO was actually more popular than the Hulkamania shit, bro.
Yeah. That's the one I think of. I mean, I understand what Hulk Hogan was, but when I think of Hulk Hogan, I think about him playing the air guitar with the spray paint. That's what I like.
Mm-hmm. And even just that point in time when NWO was in his prime, and I wasn't a kid either. I wasn't like a 7-year-old fucking kid. I was a teenager, fucking bitches, all of this shit. And I was even at a point like, I know wrestling is fake, but I think this may be real. Because back in them days, like Scott Hawk, what people didn't use their real names.
Right.
See, it's regular now, so you guys who watch it now, you don't think anything of here. But in the 90s, that wasn't it. Unless you was only people use their names was jobbers.
Right, for their first dark match, and then they be like, all right, bro, we're gonna change your name now.
Yeah, so I was doing all that out of stage shit and like going to the broadcast room and like throwing Punk and Eric's Bischoff and shit. I'm like, wait a minute, this don't seem like it's supposed to happen. So he created that whole real energy behind wrestling to ask question authenticity of it. But yeah, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed this chop up, and it's deep. So for you guys who watch wrestling are fucking nerds that don't know shit, well, maybe this one went over your heads. But if you a smart cat and you went to the real shit, I know this one hit home, man. So Make sure you like the video and put the comments down. Let me know what you think. Make sure you subscribe to Black Book Couching. I mean, I say Black Book.
Yeah, you funny as hell.
I don't know, because I'm old school, because we had black books, bro.
Nah, I already know.
We used to have the black books with the numbers. That's cold, bro. I remember when I first had a cell phone, they didn't even have a fucking name directory and shit at first. Like
You got to write that bitch down in your Palm Pilot.
yeah, man. So yeah, like it, share it, and drop your comments and let me know what y'all think. And we out of here, bro.
Yes, sir. I'll talk to you.
All right, brother.
All right.